Hello everyone, got another great video for you. I've got a video here that I never did post. This is from January the 30th, 2025. It was a really cold day when I filmed this one. It's in Kenova, West Virginia. And from Kenova, I went over to Ashland, Kentucky, and I filmed some trains in the dark over there. So here's one I've never posted before. So go ahead and start the video, son. Here we go. But wait, there's more. We got another train coming. This one's coming from the Ohio River, the coal docks, headed eastbound. It's interesting that they got some loads coming in this direction. That train's loaded. I switched cameras, by the way. Got my newer camera. That was cool. Got a wave from the conductor. He waved to me. Pretty decent. This is a heavy train here. Look at this. Actually, I thought that coal only went one way on this line. I thought that they shipped it down to the Ohio River and then put on boats from there. This coal's coming from the Ohio River. Not sure what the reason is. It's interesting though. They got a red signal way down there. So they might wind up stopping here. I don't know. Each one of these cars has about 112 to 114 tons of coal. Each car weighs about 23.5 tons empty. So you add those two numbers together and you got some weight. There's some heavy weight on this train. Coal keeps the lights on. I remember when I was a little kid, I used to love watching coal trains. We'd go visit my relatives in Floyd County, Kentucky. They had railroad tracks right across the road from their house. There was a tunnel too. And I'd go there and hang out, watch the trains go by. It was nothing but coal. It was a coal tipple. about 500 feet down the road, I'd go there and I'd watch them load those cars with coal. I remember seeing the cabooses. I got to get inside of a caboose one time. They asked if I wanted to get inside, so I did. I got to look at a caboose. That was pretty cool. And today those tracks are gone. They're long gone. That was a little town, I think it was called Left Beaver. I remember going there in about 1975, and I walked into the fire station. It had a dirt floor, and some of the support beams still had bark on them. It had one truck. I thought that was pretty neat. It's in Floyd County, Kentucky, eastern Kentucky. But that stuff's all gone now. Those tracks are gone, the coal tip was gone. My relative's house that was there, it's gone. The tunnel's still there. And then in the early 80s, I lived in Floyd County in West Prestonsburg. I was renting a double wide. I rented part of this double wide from an old couple, and my bedroom was right next to the railroad tracks. There was a coal spur. This coal spur that I lived by, it went to David. It dead ended at David, Kentucky, and it had several other spurs off of it where they would load coal. And that stuff is all long gone now. Everything's gone. Hey, guess what? We got another train coming. Let's get over here. Look at this. Whoa. There's 1960 Gambit. Check this out. Over and under. Getting lucky. Is that cool or what? Hey, I think it's starting to rain. I'm starting to feel some raindrops here. Oh, they stopped. That was pretty cool. 2 trains at the same time. That was pretty awesome. Not sure what this train's going to do. They're waiting to get out onto the CSX line over there that they share with CSX. They got a red block. So maybe another train's coming on that line. I'm not sure. We'll find out pretty soon. Thanks for watching. Hey, we got some graffiti art here. Look at this. Hobo art. Hambone. Shout out to Hambone. And look at this one over here. It's at Snellman. Shout out to Snellman. Where's the motivation? There's another one over here. Cool. Love seeing that Hobo graffiti. That's pretty cool. Hey, I just did it again. Look at this. I walked through that tunnel once again, and I'm on the other side of the train. I just got a feeling that there might be something coming, that this train's waiting for a CSX train. So this will be a side to be on. If I stayed on the other side, I would miss anything coming through here. So here I am, and let's see if another train comes. Well, I think they're getting ready to go. I noticed that the signal changed down there. If you can see that on the bottom, right next to the train, where the locomotives are, it went to lunar. So I believe that they're getting a restricted approach so they can come out onto the main. This side seems to have more light. Look at all this coal. Man, these cars are really heaped up. Conrail. You can see the end of the train way down there. Look how high that coal is on that one. A little extra there. When I was a little kid, my grandmother and grandpa used to heat their house with coal. They had a cellar, and you'd shovel the coal in from outside. There'd be a little pit you'd shovel it into next to the house. It would go down to the cellar. And you go down the cellar, you'd shovel it into the stove, and you'd have to clean the stove out every once in a while and get these big clinkers out. They had a big pile of clinkers behind their house. That was a good train right there. That was pretty awesome. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's a huge coal train. Hey, there's Walter over there. Hey, how's it going, Walter? Walter Langston, YouTuber. Cool. Just bumped into him down here. All right, thanks for watching. Hey, there goes the train I just filmed way over there. It's going to be going through Fort Gay down towards Williamson. I just filmed that one right over here next to me. There it goes, railroad eastbound. All right, so on the way home from Kenova, we stopped over here at Ashland. See if we can get some luck here. See there? There's the flood wall for Ashland, and the CSX tracks are right here. We're going to catch a train at this crossing. There's a train way down there. So hopefully we'll get this train here before we have to leave because it's starting to rain. Let's see what happens. She is way too close. Pretty close, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
That was a little bit close.
Really
I like
close.
being farther back, actually. I like being farther back. It's just kind of dark out here, and I wish the train had been on the other track. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. It's pretty cool. Hey, check this out. There's a train right across the river, Norfolk Southern, right across the river. You can just barely see it. That's in Ohio. We're on the Kentucky side of the river here. And we got a train coming from that way. It's gonna be on the second track over. It's gonna have Pittsburgh and, or not Pittsburgh, it's gonna have Paducah and Louisville Locomotive, the second unit. CSX, the first one. Hopefully they make it this time to us. They just set some cars off.
What is it? Your hand light back here. It's not on right now? No. Yes or no? No, it's not on. That'll do.
I think they're going to stop again.
It must not have a dim function.
Yeah, they
Look,
stopped.
right there, it's not on. Oh, it's not on. It's on? Yeah, it's medium. There it is.
All right, so this time the train's going to come past us. They've been doing some switching down there for about 35, 40 minutes, something like that. So the second locomotive is the cool one. Paducah and Louisville. I'm trying to hold this thing up over the rail. All right, there she goes. We got one more train in for the day. That was pretty awesome. Now it's starting to rain and it's time to head home. Thanks for watching, everyone. Woo, raining out here and getting cold. Temperature's dropping. Thanks for watching. Check out another one of my videos. Check out some of my playlists, street running trains and steam trains. All right, we'll see you later. All right, thanks for watching. If you have time, check out another video. Every view helps pay the gas, helps get me back and forth. And I've got a bunch of videos I'm working on right now. I'm trying to get some of the old stuff off my camera. I've still got some other stuff on here that I haven't posted. So I'll be posting all kinds of random stuff. So we're gonna mix stuff up. All right, see you later. Thanks for watching. Hey, there's Jesse. What are you doing, Jesse? It's hot out here. It's August the 12th. Kids go back to school in a couple more days. And Jesse's out here enjoying the summer. Look at that dog. Hey, Jesse, come here. Hi, Jesse. She wants me to post my videos from West Virginia, from Welch. I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. I'll get those up there, Jesse, don't worry. Oh, she wants to go out there to the pond. Time to go to the pond again. All right, let's see what the other live action pets are up to. Hi, little kitty. What you doing in there? That's a good little kitty cat. She's just kind of chilling. Loki in his natural habitat. Check this out. Over and under. Getting lucky.